Welcome to Success Superstars, episode number 234, your place for the blueprint of success for peak performers just like you. And my special guest, Issac Khalaf from Houston, Texas, with JPAR, the Sears Group. Issac, welcome.
How are you doing, Mark? How are you this morning?
I'm doing awesome. Great to have you joining us today. Tell us just a little bit about yourself and your real estate practice.
Well, I got into real estate about 2 years ago, right after COVID hit. I retired out of the car business after 30 years and decided to, get into real estate. My main goal was to get into real estate, get my license, and get back to flipping homes like I used to do back in the days. And unfortunately, the market took off like crazy. The home prices went up, and I couldn't get as many as I wanted to get. So I decided to go ahead and just start selling and trying to list homes. And it's been working out for me.
Yeah. What's been the biggest aha moment over the last 2 years? What's been the thing you didn't anticipate or expect?
I didn't anticipate selling, 21 homes my first year. I mean, when I first got into it and got my license and joined the firm, I asked a question, while we were on, one of the talks in the morning, and basically asked them, what should I expect my first year as a real estate agent? And the response I got was, that all depends on you. Mm-hmm. Most agents, will sell 2 to 3 their first year, and I wasn't happy with that. So I took about a month off. I didn't do any calls, didn't do anything, and I had to learn how to advertise, because when I was running a dealership, somebody else did it for me.
Right.
So I set up all my Facebook pages, my social pages, my Google ads, and just started advertising, and it's taken off.
Yeah. Now, obviously, the last 2 years have not been a normal market. Selling a home in 24 to 48 hours with 50 offers is not normal. As we start to stabilize and we go to, 30 to 60 day marketing times and maybe 2 or 3 offers, how are you adjusting with your sellers to educate them on the new normal?
I'm telling them the truth. I just did a live on social media, and basically a lot of my friends, a lot of people are asking me the same question. And the only thing I do is I tell everybody the truth. I'm not one of them agents that's going to tell the seller whatever they want to hear so I can get a contract and get a listing agreement. I leave it up to them on what they want to list the house for, obviously, but I give them my advice. I give them the comps, and we go from there. And it's been working out for me. I've lost a couple here and there because other agents are telling people that their house is worth $525 or $550, and I'm telling them, we need to be listing it at $499 to get, to get more offers on it and get more showings. And I keep track of the ones that I lost, and they end up doing a price reduction where I told them they should have started. So, it makes me feel good when I see that. Obviously not for the other agent, but it makes me feel good that I was right when I gave them the advice that I did.
Well, here's the reality, and I think you've seen me post this recently. We've trended the percentage of price reductions once a new listing is taken over the last 5 years. And it's now approaching nearly 38% of all listings take a price reduction in 7 days, in the last 7 days. And so, during the pandemic, that was down to 14, 15%, which is not normal. The 30 to 40 between that range kind of bounces back and forth is more normal. But if you price it right to begin with, you don't have to worry about all that stuff.
Correct. I just listed a house, sold it, to the first person that walked into the house because we had it priced right. We got a full price offer, and it's exactly what it's worth. We listed it for $270. My advice to the sellers were, let's list it at the same price as a new build, because a new build in the same floor plan is not available until November.
Right.
So hopefully we can get somebody that's ready to move in now, because they're too afraid of the rates, going up and continuously going up.
Right.
We were able to sell it for a full price offer, and everybody's happy.
Yeah. What's your kind of daily routine look like?
I mean, it's a lot of work. I do a lot of, I stay on a computer all day. I do a lot of social media. Uh, I keep checking my Google ads to make sure my keywords are working. The ones that aren't working, I'm taking off. The ones that are working, I'm spending a little bit more money on it. I'm calling customers, sending out flyers. I just signed up with Nosy Neighbor
Right.
about 3 weeks ago. And, I'm starting to get a few leads here and there from that. I converted all my advertisings to try to get more listings, obviously, because I can get more listings than I can help buyers. So I think that's going to be a lot better for me. And it seems to be working out for me right now.
Yeah. Now, there's not too many people like you that have the skills to do, the Google ads and the social media ads. We offer that within the JPAR network with our JPAR online lead network. For those of you listening in with JPAR, you can find all that information on the hub. What's another tool that you take advantage of? Do you take advantage of our Hurdler financial app or KV Core, or what's your kind of favorite JPAR tool?
I'm in KV Core because I grew up with the CRM in the car business. We lived and died by our CRM. I remember when I first started selling cars 30 years ago, we didn't have a CRM. We had a box with index cards, and that's how we followed up with our customers. And, we put them in alphabetical order and solds and unsolds. And, every day we walked in, we pulled the postcard out or an index card out. We started calling customers. Then the CRM came out, and it just made things so much easier for the people that used it.
Yeah. But even the old box system was basically a CRM. It was just a manual CRM, right?
Exactly. And it was this way is just a lot easier. And like I said, without KV Core, without having a CRM, I was going to buy one. But when I joined JPAR, I noticed that it had KV Core, and that was one of the, that's one of the tipping points that made me move over to JPAR. That, and obviously the flat fee. Right. Instead of paying out 30% of my commission for a broker that wasn't really going to do anything to help me.
Not only flat fee, but capped flat fee.
Correct. And just touching base on what you said about the stuff that JPAR offers, I didn't know how to do the Facebook pages and the Google ads and all that stuff. That's one of the main reasons I took a month off, and I learned everything through the hub. How to set up a Google ad, how to set up my Google business page, my Facebook business page, LinkedIn, Twitter. And once I set all that up and I was more comfortable with it, I got back on the coffee hours and started, getting back involved in a lot of stuff. And then I started getting real busy and haven't been able to do that.
Yeah. So even taking a month off, you sold 21 homes. That's pretty impressive. Well,
yeah. And it's like I said, the stuff that JPAR offers, if you're not using them, I'd strongly suggest getting into it and learning how to do a lot of that stuff. Because being in the car business and running a dealership, I had somebody doing that for me. Yeah. So I didn't know how to do it.
So now I had to learn how to do it. Now you had to learn to do it yourself. And if you're listening in and you're not with JPAR, you can head over to jparready.com, jparready.com, and you'll see a few videos about who and what we're about. And if you choose to, schedule a confidential interview. Would love to have a chat with anybody listening in today. Well, Isaac, any last words of wisdom before we wrap up?
The only thing I can tell everybody, for all the new agents that are out there, just do a little bit of advertising, get into the hub, learn what you're doing, take pride in what you're doing, and it's all a matter of how much you put into it. You put everything into it, you're going to get everything back.
Yeah, there you go. Well, that's great words of advice. Isaac, thank you so much.
I appreciate it, Mark. Thank you.
Well, that's a wrap for this episode, and until we see you again, may your choices reflect your hopes and not your fears. Take care.